Watch your hands. Your hands. Quickly, more confident. Hey, Cricket, where is your costume?
Oh, Madame, it's still being stitched.
Oh, yeah. Off you go then and change, quickly, because the gowns have to be packed up in a few minutes. The security men will be here to get them.
Thanks. That was really hard work. I think I'm getting out of practice.
That's always the trouble with Madeline. Everything she does must be perfect.
I know, but that's really what's so great about working for her. And this collection is super.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think that's yours.
Thanks.
Listen, is Bruce picking you up tonight?
No, why?
Just wondered. How will you get home then?
Oh, I'll get a taxi.
Well, look, I tell you what, don't do that, because a mate of mine's picking me up, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind giving you a lift, too. In his taxi.
Ah, yes, the lighting for the evening gowns. We must make it a bit more romantic, I think.
Central Security, pick up the collection.
Right, come in. Madame's expecting you. Through there in the workroom.
We've called for the collection.
Over there. Good. Please to take the top one and be very careful. And carry it straight.
Would you please tell Madame that Miss Gray and I are still waiting to see her?
It's ridiculous that we've been left to cool our heels in the hotel lobby the whole morning.
Yes, look, I'm very sorry, but I do have strict instructions that no one is to come in while the rehearsal's on.
Well, it's over now. Even I can see that.
Madame, Miss Gray and Mr. Aylesbury would like to come in now.
Very well, let them come in.
Really, Madeline, it's a disgrace the way you've been treating us. I just don't understand your attitude.
Madeline, we do have a contract. Can't we even see the collection during the rehearsal? After all, we're hardly likely to steal your ideas, are we?
Well, I'm sorry, but this is my rule. Nobody but my staff sees anything before the show. I can make no exceptions.
Excuse me, ma'am. Here's our receipt for the collection.
Thank you very much. Now you understand. The collection must be here tomorrow morning by 10, not a minute later.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, look here, Madeline.
I'm
we
sorry,
really must...
but I can discuss it no further. You will excuse me. I must dismiss my models. Oh, that was a good rehearsal, mes enfants. But somehow it lacked a certain panache. Tomorrow, we must work even harder to make it absolutely perfect, huh?
Yes. Excuse me, Madame. May I have a word with you?
In a moment.
Madame, it's important that I speak with you.
Oh, very well. I will be back. Oh, I wonder what's... What is this?
We came to pick up the collection, madam.
But this is ridiculous. Two of your men have already taken it away.
Yes, I know, madam. We checked with head office, but they weren't our people.
Oh, no!
What do you mean you're not insured?
I am not insured. Compris?
That's ridiculous.
Ah, to you, not to me. These are creations Creations, Monsieur Olsbury. Creations, not dishwashers.
We've advanced you a considerable amount of money for initial rights on your line. Now, our contract is quite explicit. Money back or merchandise.
Merchandise? Oh.
Look, madam, we bought your line on blind faith. You might have given us a quick preview. We've got 700 stores from New York to San Francisco, all waiting. Can't you give us some of your sketches?
Madeline creates Mr. Olsbury intuitively, directly on the live model. That's what you bought, and that's what you got.
Adam, am I glad to see you.
What's going on?
The whole collection's been stolen.
Collection of what?
Oh, Adam, please, this is serious.
Who to?
Well, to me, for one. It's a good half of my living, and you know it. And more important than that, it's a matter of life and death to her.
Life and death? Over a few yards of chiffon?
And you find that so extraordinaire?
Madeleine, this is Adam Strange.
So this is your wonderful Mr. Strange.
Adam's going to help us, Madame.
No, Evelyn, I don't know.
Why should you help me? After all, we are no more important than a few yards of chiffon.
No, please. No, all I meant was that we've a very efficient police force in this city to deal with things like this.
Oh, Adam, this isn't just things like this.
On t'en fait pas, Evelyn. After all, I am only a couturière. Why should Mr. Strange bother with such feminine frivolities when he obviously has the fate of the whole civilized world on his mind?
I have been put in my place.
Quite right, too. Oh, Adam, she is one of the great ones. I mean, by the time she was 20, she had the whole of the fashion world at her feet. And she's not only a great designer, she's a theorist, too.
Like Le Corbusier?
Yes.
Oh, well, I live and learn. Now, there's the police. Perhaps they've got a theory, too.
Did you get a receipt, miss?
A receipt? Oh, I don't remember, but perhaps Evelyn could help us. Evelyn!
Hello, Strange.
Hello, Oliver.
What are you doing here?
Me? Just putting my foot in it, I'm afraid.
You know Gibbs, of course, the hotel security officer.
Yes, we've met. Hello.
Écoute, Evelyn, Detective Inspector Oliver would like the receipt. Have you got it?
What receipt?
The receipt for the gowns.
But didn't you get it? I went into the dressing room when they were packing the cases.
Oh, mon Dieu, what did I do with it?
Oh, Madame.
You see, now I'm losing my head.
I think you're doing very well. If I were you, I'd be screaming mad. Could I have a look at that if you've finished? Thank you. Yes, it seems to have been torn out of an ordinary receipt book, doesn't it? Didn't you look at this?
Well, I suppose I must have glanced at it, but my thoughts were elsewhere.
Did anyone get a description?
We have a general one from everyone in the room who saw the two men, including mine.
What about the security service? Anyone see the first pair leave?
No, I'm not expected to be all over the shop at once.
Don't be so defensive, Mr. Gibbs. I'm sure you've got an airtight security system here.
I have. It's just that the hotel provides a vault for the use of the guests. Madame could have used the vault.
Which is another way of saying that the hotel disclaims all responsibility and can in no way be held liable.
Take it any way you like.
Madam, could you explain why you used an outside service to hold your collection?
Well, certainly. They're specialists. They are properly equipped for the job. They take the dresses out of the cases, they hang them up, they press them out, and they put them in vaults that are, réfrigérés.
Air-conditioned.
Air-conditioned.
But who would risk trying to sell a collection that everybody knows was stolen? For that matter, who would buy it?
I don't know.
Well, I've a police bulletin out on the van. If it should be picked up, we might have something more to go on.
And that's all.
That's all for now, miss.
Well, if you want me, I will be in the workroom.
Quite a lady.
Yes, she certainly is.
Shrewd. She has an eye for publicity, that one.
Huh? What do you mean?
Didn't you read the fashion pages?
No, not lately. What have I missed?
She had a model jump from the Eiffel Tower one night. Only it turned out to be a wax model, wearing a Madeleine gown.
Quite a trick. How long have you two known each other?
Oh, ages. We started out as models together. And then we shared a flat and a manager.
A manager? That sounds very impressive. Who is that?
Bruce DeLara, of course.
Bruce de who?
Cricket's husband.
Well, I'm the lucky one. For a while, Bruce was keen on Evie.
Oh, yes, he was potty about me. But we decided to toss a coin, and this one won out.
Do you model as a sideline cricket like Evie?
Adam, you are a square. Didn't you read this month's article in High Fashion?
No, I'm afraid I must have missed it.
About the 6 top models who are going to America. Well, cricket's one of them.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I better change the subject quickly, hadn't I? What did you think of that Eiffel Tower stunt, Evelyn?
What Eiffel Tower? Oh, you mean Madeline's? Oh, I thought it was great. Didn't you, Cricket?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it's all right, if you like, that sort of thing.
Do you think today's theft could have been another Eiffel Tower?
Oh, no.
Anything's possible.
No, no, of course not.
That's a very nice bit of stuff.
Well, like a breeze.
Good. Great. Fetch the rest. Terry?
Yeah?
You start cutting the patterns right away. Now, look, you've got materials here to match every dress. Now, don't get it mixed up.
All right. You know, there's a whole night's work here.
You're getting paid, aren't you? Now, get on with it. Sloan, you keep them at it. I'll be back later.
Anybody in?
Hey!
Sam?
Yeah.
What are you doing up there?
Hey, Adam, I didn't know you had this book.
What book? Here, lend me 10 pounds, will you?
Yeah, it's called The Fifth Nation, all about the culture and custom of the Plains Indians.
Oh, yeah, well, life's full of pleasant little surprises, isn't it? Thank you. There's an IOU.
Yeah, it's a source book, Adam. I mean, it's about the Cheyenne and the Huron and the Pueblo.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. You've just proved a point.
What's that?
Well, that a reasonably alert man could look at a receipt and not know that it's a fake.
Oh, I knew it wasn't an IOU.
You did? What was it then?
It was your laundry slip.
Oh. Well, you better have your 10 pounds back again now.
Well, you better have your slip back.
Well, it just shows that you were less immersed in that book than she was in her rehearsal.
Well, whoever she was she also involved in the van?
Yes. Sergeant Oliver, has he phoned?
Yes.
Did they find a van?
Yeah, abandoned in Whitechapel.
Anything in it?
Not a fingerprint.
Have they traced the ownership?
Yes, it was hired.
The lad said it went like a breeze.
Well, it went okay. The Americans weren't exactly pleased, though.
Everybody loves publicity. That come round. Drink.
Evie McLean was there today.
Evie? So what?
She's a great friend of Adam Strange.
So she's a great friend of Adam Strange. What's the problem?
They drove me home a little while ago.
And? Has he been asking questions?
Doesn't ask things exactly.
No sweat, then. He'll never suspect.
Suspect what? That I'm in with a couple of thieves.
Look, darling, you're a top model, right? But you're not as top as you were last year. Right. The telephone hasn't been ringing quite so often, has it? But we must still keep up this front. That's what the business is all about. You should know that. Now, Madeline's collection is worth a fortune to us.
Yes, but it's hers, not ours.
Look, we're not doing anything so wrong. And nobody gets hurt. Not even Madeline. The fashion business is full of pirates. We're just beating the field, that's all. So stop worrying.
You get anything?
Yeah, I got a full-face description of the two men who rented the van.
Description fit?
Exactly. Of course, they used an alias and they left a big fat deposit.
What about the address? Phony?
No, dead real. Madeline's.
You chaps going down to the cafe.
I'll see you later with the money.
See you later, then.
Bye. That's the lot. All done.
Oh, what's the time?
7 o'clock.
Oh, that was a long night. Look, you get the originals packed in a van, will you, lads? I suppose you want paying.
That's the general idea.
Can you trust those fellows of yours?
Of course, they won't say a word.
I hope you're all right, mate.
Thanks. See you later, Bruce.
That's a pretty good copy. I wonder what they like on £5 notes. Look, you know what to do. I'm going home and get cleaned up.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you are, Ham. There's the world of high fashion. What do you make of it?
Well, I think I'd better ask some routine questions. That blonde next to Evie, for starters.
Oh, here's Bruce.
Evie!
Hey.
You haven't changed a bit. Still smashing.
You haven't changed either. Still the same old line. Listen, why didn't you pick your bird up last night, then?
Well, I couldn't make it. I had a very important business engagement.
Oh, yes. Hey, there's Adam and Ham. Come on, you've got to meet them. Hello, chaps.
Hello, darling. Morning, Cricket.
Good morning. Ham, this is Cricket and Bruce. Hello.
Bruce, how are you?
Bruce
Hi.
Delara, Adam Strange.
How are you?
It was Adam who gave us a lift home last night, Bruce, since you couldn't make it.
I see.
Well, it's super working with old Cricket again.
It's a pity it's the last time.
What do you mean?
That's what I came to explain to Madeline. She can't do the show.
Oh, no.
Well, you see, it's a big job in America, Evie, and we've got to leave tonight.
But Cricket, it won't be the same without you.
No.
Excuse me, there's Madeline now. Madeline?
Hello, Bruce.
Could I have a few words with you, please?
Will you excuse me for a moment?
Look, I'm terribly sorry about all this, and I don't wish to add to your other problems, but I've got to take Cricket out of the show.
Oh, why?
Well, I've got something lined up for her in the States which can't wait, and we've got to leave tonight.
There probably will be no show anyway. Tant pis.
Any news?
The van has been found, but not the collection.
But you're going ahead with the rehearsal.
With the choreography, yes. So you will please leave.
Now, just wait a minute.
Really, Madeline, this is carrying things too far.
Nevertheless, everybody must leave. Janine, please set the stage.
Oui, madame.
The collection. It's back.
First, my collection is stolen, then it's brought back. What are you going to do about it?
Look, 3 minutes ago, madam, you complained because it was stolen. Now you complain because it's been returned to you.
Madeleine, I know you're very upset. It's understandable. But may I ask you a question? Even at the risk of putting my big flat foot in it again. Is this all a stunt?
Oh, no!
All right. Now then, these dresses, they've been gone for, what, 18 hours, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Well, whoever stole them, it could have been for something frivolous, a party last night, Madeleine for every lady guest, and as much champagne as you can drink.
Well, what makes you think that? It seems to me very unlikely.
Yeah, it seems very unlikely to me, too. Well, then what's the alternative? That they've been copied.
But...
Yeah, I don't know much about this wild business of yours, but this at least I read, that sketches are always being photographed and models copied.
Never with a Madeleine. There are no sketches to steal because I create straight on the live model. And my gowns have an interior life. They have to be seen in movement. They have to be lived with, lived in touch.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, that they could have been copied. Well, look at these. Are you sure that these aren't copies that have come back to you? Go on, look at them.
Madeleine. You see, I know instinctively that these are mine. Madeleine. Ah, this one is a copy. It's not mine.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
Of course. I'm never wrong in matters like these. This is not an original Madeleine. Well, the work is very good. If I knew who had done it, I would hire him.
Are your dresses sewn on a machine?
The finishing is done by hand, but the seams are done on a machine.
Are they all sewn on the same machine?
Yes, of course.
I'd like to take this and 2 originals back to the lab.
In a few hours' time, these will be on their way to the States.
How are you going to get them through American customs?
There's no problem with Cricket along. Customs won't give them a second look. These are our work clothes.
How about us? When do we get paid off?
I'll sell the copies the same day as Madeline has her showing. The money should be on its way to you inside a week.
Fair enough.
What are we going to do with these two?
You can put them in the back office for now and pick them up sometime later. Okay? Right, let's go.
Looks like an ordinary old seam, doesn't it? To a trained investigator, this could be the Colorado lode.
All we need now is a trained investigator.
Oh, a cheeky little devil, aren't you?
Now, Hamlin, what is going on? What are you trying to do?
Have a little patience. You'll see. You'll see.
There you are, Herr Doctor.
Yes, now the cell, please, nurse.
But you have forgotten to scrub up.
Oh, very cute, very cute. Now, the thing is that every series of stitches will differ slightly when measured. Forward, left, right. Now, hold this end, Evie. Now, each series run can be traced to the sewing machine that made it.
Mais je ne comprends pas du tout. To me, it's a lot of mumbo-jumbo.
He does tend to go on a bit.
I laughed at Columbus.
Oh, Adam, save me.
It's marvelous, isn't it? Trying to converse with the specialist. He's bucking for a Nobel Prize.
Oh, will you please explain to me what is going on?
You remember that kidnap case in Paris last year? The poor child from Deauville was found floating up the Seine in a barge.
Oh, yes, it was tragic.
Yes, well, you know how they cracked that one? How they found the kidnapper?
No, I have no heart for those sort of details.
The extortion note. It was written on a typewriter with a slightly blurred O, and they were able to trace it. Now, it's exactly the same with sewing machines. They have the same individual characteristics as typewriters. Now, never mind, never mind. You're in the hands of technocrats. Just sit back and enjoy it.
So, Adam, in a sense, Madeline's collection is the kidnapped child, and those stitches are the extortion note.
That's the girl. Now, these two sets, are they from dresses that Madeleine identified as originals?
Yes, and they match exactly.
And what about the dress I said was a copy?
Well, look for yourself. You see, the stitch runs are entirely different, so the dress is a copy.
I'm afraid we must assume the whole collection has been copied. And this one has slipped by because they were in such a hurry to return the originals.
Yes, and whoever they are, they've got a complete set of Madeleine's dresses ready to sell the minute she has her showing.
Oh, mais c'est affreux! But, I mean, if there are copies on the market, the Americans will definitely not buy from me. Neither will anybody else either. Well, it's even worse than before.
Not if we find the copies, huh?
Is that all?
Yeah.
I thought I told you to stay close to Evie.
I did for as long as I could. Bruce, Madeline found out that one of those dresses was a copy.
What?
So Ham's taken it back to Strange's lab. Oh, Bruce, I'm worried sick.
Were you two fools enough to let a copy get in with those originals?
No, you were there, mate. How are we to know that you didn't do the mixing?
Who's that?
Oh, it must be Evie. She said she'd drop in to say goodbye.
And you said, come round, we'll have a bon voyage party. Well, let her in.
Evie was there when they picked up the collection. She'll recognize them.
Look, go out that way, through the bedroom, down the fire escape. Well, go on, move!
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, sorry, have I come at the wrong time?
Well, we were just going out to do some shopping.
Hello, Bruce.
How Evie?
Well, Lenny really came to say goodbye. And to tell you, that dress really was a copy.
It was a stunt, then. And the old girl's slipping. We're getting out just in time.
You are awful, Bruce. Oh, listen, Adam asked me to find out, and you know about these sort of things. Are there many dressmakers' workrooms in London?
Dressmakers' workrooms?
Well, or sewing rooms, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, a few. Like a few thousand.
Adam's going to love that. Anyway, I won't keep you. Hey, which way are you going? Can you give me a lift?
Sure, yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, come on, what's wrong?
So listen, will you bring me something back from America? So, what do you want? No, very cheese side.
So what are we going to do now?
Bruce, look! Those are the blokes that pinched the collection.
I don't think they are, Evie.
No, it can't be.
Yes, they are. I know they are. Listen, go and phone Adam, Ashton 3270, and tell him we've seen them. Come on.
Go on, do it.
car behind us. I reckon we ought to try and lose them.
Keep going, Bruce. We'll lose them.
I can't lose them. Come on, we're not going to a funeral. Okay, put your foot down. Hold on, look, wrong way. I'm going through anyway.
They're going up a one-way street.
Never mind, follow them.
Turn right, turn right.
Take care of her.
Okay.
Well, the best thing we can do is go to the police station. We can sort it out down there.
All right.
It's okay, love. We're going to the police station.
She's gonna come round. Then what?
Don't worry, we'll take care of her. You tell Strange whatever story you like.
I messed myself up a bit, right? Tell him I put up a fight, but you got away.
That's okay for you. Puts you in the clear. What about us two? They can pin an assault charge on us.
Well, look, don't worry about that now. Now move.
How soon did you telephone me after Bruce and Evelyn followed these two men?
Can't have been more than a few minutes. I came right up to the flat.
That's an hour ago. One of them would have called by now, and it's possible that Evelyn rang me at home. Well, see.
Hello, Strange residence.
Ham?
Adam, listen, I've been doing some more noodling with the stitch run.
It's peculiar.
Ham.
There's a kind of overlap to the stitch.
Like a double knot. The runs from the original dresses have only the single knot.
Ham, listen, this is important.
Has Evelyn phoned?
No.
Bruce?
No?
I'm worried.
Well, I'll be right over.
Good.
201 May Hill. Is Madeline still there?
She went back to the hotel to break the news to the Americans.
I see. Ham, bring those cells with you.
Right.
Bruce, what happened?
It's all right, love. Get me a drink.
Come on, what's happened? Where's Evelyn?
She saw these two men. She thought they were the chaps.
Yeah, go on.
Well, you see, Cricket didn't think they were the men who took the collection.
I know that. Go on.
Look, I'm sorry, but it's important. It explains what happened. We caught up with them. I told them that Evelyn thought they'd been involved in a robbery. I said the best thing we could do was to go down to the police station and sort it out there.
Well?
Well, they seemed reasonable enough at first. That and Cricket's doubt threw me off guard. Evelyn went towards the car. One of them grabbed her, and the other one hit me. That's all I remember. I woke up in the gutter.
No sign of Evelyn?
Well, no, none. They must have taken her with them.
Why her and not you?
Well, I don't know. Answer the door, Cricket. Look, I feel terrible about this. Particularly as it's Evelyn. She's a wonderful girl.
She is.
I feel so responsible. I'd like to stay and help you, but we must be on that plane.
Yes, I see.
No, Evelyn?
No. Where did this happen?
Whitechapel, Alders Lane.
Can you describe the car?
An A40, light grey.
License number?
I didn't get it. It all happened too fast.
Come on, Em. Hope you have a good trip.
Thank you. Where's Evie?
I needed that.
Bruce, where's Evie?
I thought I'd lost Sloane and Hayes in the traffic. Then Evie spotted them. I had to cut them off.
Well?
What do you mean, well? It's all pretty much what I told Strange.
I don't care what you told Strange. Where's Evie?
Oh, Sloane coshed her.
And you let him?
What was I supposed to do, woman?
Well, what would they do to her?
I don't know, and I don't much care. Now, come on, there's packing to do.
No. I'm not going.
Yes, you are going. Now, move.
Well, not much here. Least of all at dressmakers.
Ah, you might call it a spectacular blank.
Yeah, a great team of Strange and Gint up a blind alley. Not for the first time.
Ham, we are going mad. Look, when Madeleine spotted that copy back at the hotel just now, it was the same in every way as the original, wasn't it? I mean, even the fabric.
Yeah.
All right.
So?
Well, that proves that whoever stole the collection must have known what fabric she was using.
The information came from the inside.
It must have done. Must have done.
But who? The fitters, the cutters, the models?
I don't know. It's intriguing, isn't it? But it's someone at the center, or very close to it.
Cricket! That, my love, was just about the dumbest move you've ever made in your life. Now, I dare you to do it again. I just dare you.
No, it's impossible. One of my people? Impossible.
And I know it's hard to accept, but think, Madeleine. Do try to remember. Has any of them behaved oddly? I mean, just an attitude, perhaps.
Oh, you must be making a mistake. It's unthinkable.
Ham, you said there was something peculiar about the stitch run on the copy. You show that to Madeleine. She might be able to throw some light on it.
Yes, well, remembering that each perforation represents a stitch, you will see why it's peculiar. Now, this cell is the copy, you see, and the perforation's a double.
I see. But I don't understand.
Well, here's the actual stitch. You see, it's like a double knot.
Oh, yes. A double lock stitch. Yes, there was a special machine, but what was its name?
There now, Madeleine. Can you see anything?
No, I don't know.
What about this one?
No, it was a much older machine.
But if we could just establish the make, you see, it could be an earlier model. What's that called? Nina.
Nina.
Nina, they're all Ninas.
Good day to you, sir.
And good day to you, too.
If whatever the lady's looking for exists, we shall find it somewhere amongst this lot.
Ah, I see we've come to the right man.
There's not very much in the way of sewing machines that I don't know something about, or have somewhere in the shop, sir. There's a lot, of course, of other various matters in this world that I know nothing of. Music, for one, and football, for another. I can't tolerate the silly game, so of course I've no interest in it. But without being boastful, sir, I must say that as far as sewing machines go, sir, well, I am something of a master in that particular field.
I'm sure you are. And I'm sure you'll continue to reign for a long time.
Ah, but I won't.
No?
No. You see, sir, we're in the age of automation. I give you 10 years. That's all I give you, 10, sir. And that will be a computer. You will feed your fabric into it, tell it what you want, press a few buttons, and out comes your garment.
Oh, I'm sure it won't come to that.
But it will, sir. It will. I mean, look at this. Look at this lot. There's no character, no individuality, no charm.
Charm isn't what I usually associate with sewing machines.
Oh, but then you'd be wrong, sir, wouldn't you?
Would I?
Of course you would. I mean, look at this, sir. Now, what do you think about that?
Oh, I do see. Yes, that has great charm.
Yes, it's a rare collector's item, sir. I wouldn't part with this at any price. It's a thing of beauty, sir.
And joy forever, hmm?
I knew you would appreciate the real thing. I want to show you another, sir. Look at that. There's a beauty. The Mayfield.
Oh, that's the one. The Mayfield.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's a wonderful machine, sir. Most interesting. It worked on a principle quite unlike any other.
Yeah, don't tell me. The double interlocking stitch.
I have two professionals.
Oh, no. Just keen amateurs.
Oh. Well, anyway, it didn't catch on, sir. I was the exclusive agent, and do you know I didn't sell any more than a dozen?
Oh, it's too bad. And do you remember where you sold those?
Yes, I shipped some off to Birmingham, and I remember I sold 3 here in London.
Really? Where did you sell those 3? I bet you can't remember that.
I most certainly can, sir.
You can?
I could tell you precisely, sir. Here we are, sir. I have all the bills here, sir.
I'll take you back to the hotel after this and pick up here.
Very well.
Ah, yes, here we are, sir. Ogilvy, Bass, and Gibson.
And Gibson.
That's interesting. They all had the same address. I suppose they must have recommended it to each other.
Yeah, what would that be?
842 Browning Road, Whitechapel.
That's marvelous.
Thank you very much.
I'm afraid we must go now.
Oh, sir, couldn't you spare me 1 or 2 moments? I wanted to show you some vintage pieces in the basement.
No, we must go, but I'll be back. I'd love to have a real good browse around.
Thank you, sir.
I don't understand it at all.
We just want to have a look around, Mrs. Ogilvy. Nothing else at all.
You have a warrant, then?
No, I'm not a policeman.
How do I know that?
Well, you'll just have to take my word for it.
Well, you've got to admit it's odd, isn't it? You salesman, then?
No, not a salesman.
You mean you just want to come in here and put a few swatches through my machines, just like that?
Just like that.
Well, that's the queerest thing I ever heard. Why me? And what's so special about our particular machines?
It's a Mayfield.
Mayfield?
Yeah, Mayfield, yes, the typewriter. The sewing machine.
Oh. Oh, sorry, it's not for sale.
No, we don't want to buy it.
Now, you leave my machine alone. Come on, clear out of here.
It won't take a minute.
And that'll be a minute too much. Now, you've got to leave. Sorry.
Now, look, let us...
Goodbye.
Let us preserve calm at all costs. You see, Mrs. Ogilvy, the fact is that my colleague and I are thinking of opening a shop up in Leeds, and we thought of equipping it entirely with Mayfields. What? Thank you very much. And we would like to give you that for wasting your valuable time.
Oh, well, now then, that's different, isn't it? I mean, why didn't you say so? I'm not one to put a damper on any new business venture. Oh, no, not me. Especially with the way things are. I mean, just look at this place. Not very active, is it? Oh, well, go on. Have a look.
Now, I can see without a magnifying glass that it's not it.
Now, is this your only Mayfield?
Yeah.
And what about the people upstairs?
It's Bass.
Bass, yes, that's the name.
Oh, next flight up. He's in coveralls and aprons.
Yeah, and he uses a Mayfield too, does he?
Yeah, but one of them big industrial sort. Ed stitches up his aprons with baling string.
And the people on the top story?
Oh, Alf Gibson. Oh. Young Mrs. was his line. Alf thought the minis was a passing fad. Went bankrupt.
Is the equipment still up there?
Yeah. Well, the court muddles through all that bankruptcy stuff. He rents out the place to fly-by nights.
Thank you, Mrs. Evelyn.
But there's nobody up there.
That's all right, doesn't matter.
But it's all locked up.
Yes, I'm sure it is all beautifully locked. Well, there's Bass the apron. So that must be Gibson the bankrupt.
And I'm Gint the moneylender. You owe me £5. Well, we'll have to break in.
Yeah. Be my guest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello? Police?
Hey, look.
It's a Mayfield.
Yes, one of the old breech loaders, too. Perfect match. We've got something here too, Ham. Look at this. Well, that's it.
We better ask Mr. Gibson who his tenant is.
Someone's onto us. It's probably only kids.
Where's the girl?
What girl?
Evelyn McLean.
I don't know Evelyn.
Where is she?
Girl, I don't know. Girl.
Do you want to face a kidnap charge on top of everything else? Where is she?
Market Street.
Market Street. Where in Market Street? Where, man?
In a loft. Kind of a warehouse upstairs. Number 23.
That's one of them. You look after that one. I'll get a policeman.
Don't you come near me.
dear,
I knew
dear.
you were up to no good. Do you hear that? That's the police. And I phoned them.
Mrs. Ogilvy, you phoned the police?
Yes, I did.
I thank you. You've saved me a lot of trouble.
Where's Sloane got to? If he doesn't show up in 5 minutes, we're off by ourselves. Look, quit worrying, girl, will you? She'll be all right. This town, these people, forget them. Just forget them. In a few hours, we'll be in the States. A new world, new life. We deserve it. You deserve it. We've made a fortune for everyone else. This is your chance to make a fortune for yourself.
Oh, yes, it's my turn now, isn't it, Bruce? You're right, of course, as usual. Never let it be said that my Bruce isn't looking out for me. You give and you take. You've always said that. That's life, isn't it? So now it's our turn to take. How we do it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, does it?
You poor love. What have they done to you?
Oh, thanks. I'm all right, I'm all right. Listen, Adam, it's Bruce. He's at the back of all this.
Oh.
I was in the car, and I was kind of unconscious, but I could hear them talking. I couldn't believe it. It's Bruce.
Bruce. Then your friend Cricket's involved too.
Cricket? Never.
She's got to be. There's no one else.
Hey, would you believe it? I actually missed you.
I thought of you too, so would you believe that?
Oliver's in there. He arrived at the station a couple of minutes after you called. Second call we shot over here.
What about Sloane and Hayes?
Clammed up, won't talk.
Hello, Oliver.
Hello,
Did
stranger.
he give you much trouble?
Not very much, no. But he still denies any part of it.
Claiming it was all her, no doubt.
Not yet, but there are signs.
I'm ready.
Cricket,
Oh, thank God you're all right.
I'm going to help.
Please, Evie, please.
But I'm your friend.
Still, even after all this?
Come along, miss.
Cricket. Look, I'll do whatever I can, I promise.
Oh, Evie, don't.
Adam, can you do something with this girl?
Oh, come on, cheer up, Evelyn. Cricket will be in good hands. We've got the best lawyer in London for her. I've just come from seeing him.
Adam, she's really a good girl.
Good girl, bad girl, she's your friend.
The trouble was that she was never able to resist Bruce in anything.
Ah, remember, she had a part in it. She went along with it, so she must have wanted it.
But she didn't want it. She was afraid of him. That's why she got mixed up in it all, out of fear.
Ah, c'est assez. Allez, allez, allez. Merci. Ah.
You know, that was very interesting what you said about cricket. Did you really mean it?
What was that?
That she wanted to be mixed up in this theft?
Of course I did. I mean, she's a superb model, a star, a wonderful girl. But she did exactly what she wanted to do.
You know, Madeleine, you've got a rather broad streak of cynicism in you.
Adam, have you read Camus?
Yes.
Do you respect him as a writer?
Yes, I do.
Then you agree that it is only in our choices that we become important.
I think we should discuss the whole question much more fully over dinner.